Hey, good morning. It's Catherine, the Big Vision Coach, and welcome to day 3, the promise of the promise of today. And this has been quite the series, and I really appreciate all the messages that I've got from people on um, how they've really appreciated being able to go deeper on a topic, how they realized that their head was kind of out somewhere else and they had been waking up worried and stressed, but now that they have this one little lens to look through that, hey, today is my day. I have today. I'm going to make it the best day possible. Um, People are reporting that it helps, and I appreciate everyone who's letting me know in messages that they are enjoying this series. So let's get into this today. I want to keep this a little shorter, a little sweeter, but as always, if you are watching on YouTube, I can see your comments, but if you are watching on Facebook, please be sure and in the comment section, in the description, wherever you may find this, in the description of today's broadcast, you'll see two things. Number one, you'll see the full quote that I'm going to be reading today. And two, at the very bottom, the last paragraph, it says, before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name. And all you got to do is just like that button, okay? And we are going to go from there. So, hang on one second. Good morning, Miss Lenora. Always happy to see you here. All right, let's get into it. We are. I'm going to read this for the sake of the recording, but we have been going deep on a particular blog post. Ralph Marston's an incredible inspirational speaker, motivational coach, still alive. We read these amazing things. I mean, it always sounds like somebody who lived in another day, another time. Well, Ralph's my age and lives down in Austin and has a lovely life. I was looking through his blog and it's like, what a lovely human being, right? And it's so easy to think, well, of course you're having these lovely thoughts. Of course you'd have a lovely life and then you can have lovely thoughts. But I don't really know the depth of his story, but I do know that every motivational speaker, the gurus, the different people that I've met, they had to come to a significant challenge. They had to overcome a significant challenge, and it's from that challenge that they were able to connect into their greatness. From that and overcoming that and connecting to their greatness and then learning to recreate their life, this is how they start thinking. This is these types of things are what they start naturally gravitating to. So that's why it's really important to keep your mind filled with these types of, posts that you see, the memes, everything else. It is important to keep yourself filled up so that you have a lens. And today we're just going to talk a teeny bit about the lens, okay? Because I say this all the time. But let's take a look at this. I'm going to read this. The promise of today. How can you be defeated when you still have today? What could possibly keep you down? Who could dare to hold you back when the promise of a new day looms? The day that lies ahead has not yet happened, and you can make of it whatever you will. You are right here, right now, with everything you need to make this your most successful day yet. Every mistake you've ever made is now in the past. Each one has taught you something. Today is yours, free and clear, the grandest opportunity you've ever known. And the disappointments and regrets that once felt like such a burden now give you the energy and desire to move ahead. Today has more than enough promise, and you can make it yours. Hey, good morning. All right, so of course this is lovely, and we read this. One little bit of advice that I want to give you. When you see something like this, or you really want to get something deep down into you, I would say read it out loud. not just read it and think about it. There's something that activates when you read it out loud. You're able to hear it in your own voice, and it sets it down deeper into you. Okay. And our voice has power. It absolutely does. Our power to create or discreate comes through our spoken word. It begins with our thoughts and the level of consciousness we're in. Of course, our emotions, of course, are important, but it is our voice that activates it. Okay. And so if you are finding that you're a little down or your energy's low, find something inspirational. I've got this quote written in the description. Copy it, read it out loud to yourself. Number two, you can just read it and you'll feel better, right? But what if you read it and you looked at yourself in the mirror like you were like wanting to cheer a friend up, and you, as you were reading it, you could look back at yourself and go, "Yeah, you got this." It's really powerful to do that. Okay, it's so powerful. Back in years ago, when I was still kind of trying to find myself, and I was living in Seattle, I had always loved the poem Desiderata, that one that starts out with "Go placidly amid the noise and haste," that one. And I kept it on my bathroom wall, and every morning, it was I had a big mirror, and so one corner of my mirror it was right there. And as I was getting ready, every day I looked at that, several times. But in the morning, I would read that out loud to myself. And then I would be thinking about that first. That became like the filter, the lens of how I was approaching my whole day. Okay. And then it became like the way I looked at things. I want to just take you through a little experiment today. Okay. And it's this: as we do our one command, we're going to start with this idea. Okay, we're going to start with this promise. If it's true, if this is true, that this is my day, right? If it's true that this is my day, what else will be true? If it's true that this is, I have a promise, there's a promise inside of me that's wanting to be fulfilled and kept, what else will be true? And so just tune into that thought, that idea, right? And then think about what your current situation is that you're wanting to change, remove, or improve, right? That's one of the questions that we ask people when we in one command world, and we first want to help people identify what it is that they want to talk to us about. What is it you want to change, remove, or improve? So if it's, we have this lens, and then what is it you want to change, remove, or improve in your life? You want to generate more money. You want to find a new place to live. It's time to get a new car. You're ready to take your business to the next level. You want your relationships to be better. You're ready to take control of your health. So if there's a promise of the new day, right? And that there's nothing can stop you, right? Um, yeah, what could possibly keep me down? And who could dare hold me back when the promise of the new day looms? What could stop me? Nothing. What can stop me? If nothing can stop me, how would I think about this challenge? If there were a solution right here and I knew it, I'd just not be able to see it, how would I think about this opportunity that I want to create for myself? Do you feel how some people feel their brain start kind of feeling a little wiggly? You know why that is? Or you feel a little pressure here all of a sudden? Your brain is suddenly going on what's called a transderivational search. It's trying to look within your own experience of what that might be like. Well, the power of doing the 6 steps of the one command, we're able to rise into a higher level of thinking and beyond our own level of consciousness, our own thinking, and we're able to tap into this greater field of consciousness. and do a search in this greater field of consciousness. Yeah, like the ultimate library, the ultimate internet search, like amazing as Google is, it will not match what is available to us in consciousness. So if this is my day and I have the power to create, how will I think about this situation? If this is my day, I'll write that. I know some people like to make notes. If this is my day and I have the power to create my day, what will I create? This is my day and I have the power to create. What will I create? And how about this? I love that, and a lot of people don't get this about the one command. They're trying to push this incantation around, and it's not an incantation. It feels magical. It's an incredible statement on its own. But it allows you to say, I don't know how, I only know, right? So if I had the power to create, what would I create? You could say, I don't know what I would create. I only know I will create something amazing. I only know I am creating something amazing now. Do you hear the difference in those two sentences? I only know I am creating something powerful now, and I am fulfilled. And there's a relief. Your brain opens up. It says, oh, I don't know in my ordinary way of thinking. Okay? Because we think we know the answer, but then we don't take action on it, right? There's some hidden consideration, there's some hidden fear. I don't know. I don't know how I know. I only know I do know. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. You got to be able to lighten up. You got to be able to release the energy. Okay, and that's why speaking out an affirmation like this, and you could even, I like to make up songs. I sing, and the reason I sing is it engages both parts of my brain. But it's hard to sing or hum. I got in the habit of humming many years ago, back in the day when I was waiting tables, and people would say, "Who's that bitchy waitress?" Because when I think I found. And so I took up humming because you can't hum and frown at the same time. Well, later, neuroscience has proven that if you just engage your smile muscles, it activates different parts of your brain. It changes your whole physiology, changes your whole outlook on life. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I just wanted people to stop telling me I look grumpy. Okay. So, what is it that you are wanting to attract, create, or manifest in your life? Go ahead and name it. Now, I'm going to guess it went something like this. I want to make money, but I don't want to have to go get a job. I don't want to have to work a horrible place. I don't want to have to commute. I want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to live in a place, but there's not enough money. I want to go do this. Like this negativity kind of starts taking over. It kind of sends you into this backwards reel. Okay. What if you simply stated what you wanted? Now, we have said to associate it to your bigger goal, right? You've heard me say that. I want to create a monthly income of $10,000 a month or more so I can be free too. That's really powerful. But when we're doing one command, we're simply saying, I don't know how I'm easily generating an income of $10,000 a month or more. I only know I am now, and I am fulfilled. So without all that extra, what do you want? That's what your command is going to be. So let's do a little practice, because I'm going to walk you up, and I don't know if I'm going to do a command for you. We're going to see what comes in. But today I simply want to have you, we're already thinking about the promise of today, that greater promise that's inside of you, that greater capacity you already have inside of you that's waiting to express. This greater potential is already here, and you're already aligned to it. And it's powerful. Do you realize what you've already done? That's what you're doing. That's the state of being you're coming from. And then you're going to ask for simply what you want. Okay? All right. Let's go through. Thank you, Lenore. Oh, yeah. Right now, I think a lot of people need this. Right now there's things happening, particularly in the U.S. economy. And everything's more expensive. And not only does it cost more, then it seems like there's some things that are kind of like a little stagnant right now. That's okay. There's movement somewhere, right? There. If you need money, you're just assume that it's already there, it's waiting, and the way is already made. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's get into this. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Just take a breath. Let's take a couple of breaths. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, and just let it go through your mouth. Another deep breath in, out through your mouth. One more, out. Now I invite you to picture, visualize, or imagine that you are like a tree. And from the base of your spine is the trunk of the tree. And from that are long, long roots going deep, deep down into the earth. And as you're aware of this connection to the earth, just let any tension in your body, any worry, any uncertainty, any hurts, just let it go. Just let it release down, down, down into the earth. And as you're connecting into the earth and the creative life force energy of the earth, I want to invite you to be aware of that creative life force energy starting to come back up, up, up through your feet, up into your shins, into your knees. Yeah, right into those thighs, into your hips, into your lower back. And right now, I just want to invite you to become aware of the earth's support of you. Now, allow that creative life force energy to come up, up, up into your body, up that spine, into your shoulders, into your neck, down your arms, all the way to the tippy tips of your fingertips. Let that energy go ahead and come up your neck, all those little muscles, and just let it, just let it come right up into your head. Lovely. Bringing your attention to your heart as you're aligning to your purpose. Your purpose is the thing that you're commanding for. And between knowing and not knowing, between knowing and not knowing, let there only be love. Between knowing what you want and not knowing how it's going to manifest, but knowing that it is already manifested, let there only be love. That money, that client, that opportunity, that automobile, that home, that love, the solution, your health already exists. And just align to it. Let that love in your heart become illuminated and just expand all around you. And just become aware right now of that creative life force energy and how it is mixing and mingling and supporting your own energy and aligning to you in support of you. Now, I want to invite you to become aware of another connection that's like a pole of light, and it's coming right down through the top of your head, which is your crown chakra, and it's coming right down these two channels on either side of your spine. It goes all the way down into the center of the earth. And this is your spiritual life force energy. This is how you communicate with your higher self. This is how you send messages out to the universe and how you receive them. And I want to just invite you to become aware of this connection. And I also want to assure you that this connection is always here, no matter what a state of being you're in. It's just a matter of remembering and tuning into this connection. And notice how this energy and your energy and this beautiful creative life force energy is starting to fill you up, charge you up, coming into every cell and fiber of your being, running through every vessel and vein, yeah, every artery. Now, with your eyes closed, very softly roll your eyes up as if you're trying to look up through the top of your head. And just send your consciousness up that pole of light. Send, and just up, up, up. The higher you go, the faster you go. You're out beyond the outer edges of our solar system, beyond the Milky Way, out to the outer edges of the known and observable universe. Soon you'll find yourself in that velvety black void of space. And in the distance, there's a teeny pinprick of light. Head towards that. And instantly, you break through the darkness into the light of pure, open potential. And we're going to state your command. So follow along, and it may help you to repeat after me. So I'm going to go a little slow, and you're going to be stating your own command. So repeat after me. I don't know how. And then state your command. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. Just let your eyes relax for a minute. Remember to breathe, and just let that expand out a bit. Another thought may meet you, and you could realize, oh, I need to manifest this, or you want to clarify what you said. So roll your eyes back up and make your second command. I don't know how and now state your command. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. And just let that go, let that expand, and I'm going to make one command for you. I don't know how. I absolutely know on every level of my being, and because of every experience I've ever had, that I have a power within me that is greater than I know. And I fully and freely give that greater power my permission to rise up and, and act through me. I don't know how. I only know it's so now. and I am fulfilled. And just let that go. Let all of that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. And now just become aware of yourself coming back down into your body, coming back into this new awareness, and just be in this field of gratitude. Oh, the money is here, the clients are here, the solution is here, the new home is here, the car is here, the the person I was looking for is here. It's here now, and I'm so grateful. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I'm here in a way that I haven't been showing up. I'm so grateful to be here. Yes, I'm so grateful. And we're just going to allow whatever needs to unwind and let go and release to let go. Just simply let it go. And this isn't anything you actively do. This is already happening. There's already this great unwinding and releasing that's happening within you. And what naturally starts happening, sometimes this is instant, sometimes this takes a few days, these greater ideas begin to rewind and integrate. And I want to invite you to just take a moment. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Just tune in to whatever it is that you commanded for. Does it feel more possible now? Are you getting ideas? What do you know now that you didn't know before? What came in for you when that greater part, because I wasn't planning on doing that command for you, but all of a sudden this greater part of you just said, let's come out. I want to come out. Something in me is ready to express. And it was you. It's not me and you, it's you and you. Okay. But what came up for you? So just do that internal check in. If you have any ideas or anything that you want to, you go, your mind is activated. You're going to go, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Oh, yeah, I want to remember that line. Take a moment and when we get off of today's broadcast, take a moment and make some notes. And then, if from this state of being, what are your next steps? And this is why we always talk about the 7 step is inspired action. Sometimes inspired action is to wait, to be still. And that one's a hard one, but tune in. And if your intuition or your internal guidance says, make a call, go take a look, go do this, take the action and do it as quickly as possible. Okay? All right. And then I just want to remind you or just invite you that if there's any way I can help you in achieving your goal, one with mindset and two, practical strategic planning or how to put some things in, get things lined out so that you can take that action and get some real traction. I had a wonderful session yesterday with someone who said, I know what to do, but I'm just not getting any traction. And we were able to uncover what were some hidden demotivators, what were some, um, she had some conflicting internal agreements, but also there was just some stuff she didn't know and didn't know how to think about it. And so we started with how to structure her week, how to think about her planning. And I taught her some things about how to, you know, like focus where and how she should be focus her attention. And we came up with an action plan. And then we did commands around her creativity and capacity. And then I showed her some practical outlets and some pointed her in the right direction for some ways to realize her vision. Okay, so this is what I do and when I'm working with people. So if you don't know anybody, I'm so happy. But if you know of anyone, please, if you could help them by sharing my information with them, of course, I always appreciate that. All right, my love, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Until next time, this is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach. I witness your mastery. Bye-bye.